Hey, what's up, guys? So today I want to walk you guys through what I look at when I go to Zillow to find properties and how we've been able to very efficiently lock down deals right on market. And when I go to Zillow, what are the things that I'm looking for in a deal? So let me go to share my screen with you and show you guys kind of what we're looking at. So here's an example of a deal that is listed right on Zillow for market. So when I see a deal on market, right, one of the first things that I want to look at is how long has it been listed. And so in this case, this deal's been on the market for 53 days. This indicates some level of motivation. So with a deal like this that's been listed for 53 days, that tells me that there's potential seller motivation. The property's been on market for a little while. They want to sell it. They may be willing to potentially take an offer under asking. There may be some room to negotiate. Right? The next thing that I want to go down to, and I look at every single listing the same way, right? These are some of the very first things that I look at. I come down and I look at the price and the tax history. One, in this case, it doesn't show me a whole lot of that, but a lot of times I'm looking for the property to be bought for one price and then maybe they're trying to sell it. So that can tell me, let's say they paid 60 and they're selling it for 90. That indicates that there's some negotiating room, there's some wiggle room there for me to be able to get the property potentially for less than that. In this case, this property was listed back in 2022 for 120, then it didn't sell, then they listed it again in 23 for 101, now they've dropped the price to 98. That indicates that there's some seller motivations. Here's another property, same exact idea. I go to this property right on market, property right on Zillow. I'm not knocking on doors. I'm not driving for dollars. I'm going right on Zillow, right on market. This property has been listed for 170 days and it says seller motivated. So again, I'm going to go down. I want to kind of get as much info about what they paid for it as I possibly can. How much do they owe? What's their, how much are they in the deal for? Because that indicates my wiggle room, right? Where I could potentially negotiate with them. So in the case of this goes way, way back. This property hasn't been sold since 2004. And in this case, this is probably the original owner, or at least the last person that bought this property, hasn't done much by way of work and they want to get out of it. Again, great opportunity for me to come in and negotiate. Here's another property right on market. This is a decent sized property. It's a 1700 square foot, lots of space to do the kind of things we want to do. I'll actually do another video showing you guys what I'm looking for as far as buying criteria and how we're transforming properties. But this one has been on the market 246 days. That's almost an entire year that this property's been listed for sale. And why hasn't it sold? The other thing is that when a property's been listed that long, all the other investors are seeing that it's been in the market 50, 60, 80, 200 days, and they're automatically just negating it, probably not even looking at it because they're making the assumption, oh, something must be wrong with it. I don't want to deal with it. And those have been, in my experience and my other students that are buying deals, we've bought properties like this that were overlooked by other investors because they made assumptions about the property simply because of how long it's been listed. So I want to look down and I want to see, what does the price and tax history tell me about this property? I see that this property was sold. It looks like they tried to sell it for $59,000. It didn't sell. They listed it for sale for $115 in May. It's been sitting on the market since then, not moving. Again, these are just three great examples of how we go right to Zillow, but there's a lot of things on the Zillow listing when you know what to look for that can uncover a property's unique story. And what I mean by unique story is, what are the seller motivations? What do they pay for the property? How much do they owe on the property? Is there visible renovations that have happened to the property? Is there partial renovations? All of these things come together to tell me a story and indicate to me how I can potentially come in and make the right sized offer on that property because I understand seller motivation. So these are some great tricks for you to go right on a Zillow. You can do this with Realtor, Redfin, other places where properties are listed right on market, the MLS. Uncover these bits and pieces that tell you the property stories that allow you to buy properties right on market and not have to chase unmotivated sellers and text people driving for dollars, but you can literally sit behind your computer, go to Zillow, Redfin, Realtor, uncover great deals, and lock deals down. That me and my students have done this over and over and over again. So follow those tips. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. Let us know what other tutorials you'd like to see, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.